Again, the challenge here, it seems to me, is look, all that money, there were people in the company that had other plans for it, right? Yes. I mean, it was in my budget, and he took it away from my budget, right? So maybe I just cut to that thing. How did you find negotiating that situation where the instinct of the company is to say, no, that's, I needed that for my budget?
So, two things. I channeled our customers, and I was religious about that, right? And I really felt like I was on the side of the righteous here because I felt like I had a pretty good idea of what our customers wanted. And many of our folks that work with our customers, our sales teams that are here, they know the work, and I've listened to them, and I really listened hard and paid attention to what it's going to take to increase our value in the eyes of our customers. So when you got that on your side, you got a lot going for you. But secondly, we're doing a lot to address, cultural issues as well, right? And this is a very important part of the transformation of D&B. Anytime you've got a company that's got a long history, there are things you do, right, that they're more inside out, right?
Yeah.
That you just, that are sort of the habit. They're in the DNA of the company. And I've been working, pretty hard to kind of establish a more kind of peer-to-peer environment and make us more kind of outside-in focused. And thematically, hopefully all of the employees that are here would say our three critical themes are act from the outside in, be modern, and be global in everything that we do. So there's a different tone and a style and a tempo that we're seeing at D&B these days. And in a company like ours, you cannot get, strategy execution cannot happen without the team buying into the strategy, getting excited about it, seeing you're making real investments, seeing the real moves we're making to break down some of the walls. I did away with a bunch of the hierarchies. I moved from a leadership team of 13 down to 6 with global leadership positions. We're literally taking down walls and putting up glass and opening up the place. So we're doing things that are more modern and flattening the organization. And so all this collectively with a good strategy, customers saying, yeah, investment, all those things together are having a good, collective impact. You see, I don't actually own any of that past stuff. I have the benefit of being a new guy, an outsider still coming in. And while I respect the history and the 4 presidents and the great brand and all the things, I want to figure out what we need to do today to be relevant to our customers. How do I get great energy going among our employees? And it's there. There just needs to be a strategy and an environment that lets it free. And we talk about, I use the word liberate a lot. One of my core things, which I mentioned earlier, liberate the content from historic channels. But liberate is also about liberation in terms of working with partners in new ways, being much more expansive in how we do business and open to new partnerships. It's about getting out of some of the hierarchical, overly formal ways that we were doing business before, being more peer-to-peer. And so this is a key theme that we're trying to get through all areas of the business right now, both internally and externally.